Hello, YouTube. I'm making this video on something that happened years ago, back in 1978. 1978, I was 15 years old. I was going to a private Catholic school in a small community called North Park, California, San Diego, California. And basically, it was 9 o'clock in the morning. We're on the first period class. I think the class was almost over. I think the period ended at like 9:05 or something like that. But at 9:01 in the morning, there was a ginormous plane crash in the North Park area. It was a PSA crash, Pacific Southwest Airlines crash that occurred at 9:01 a.m. or abouts, right around then, on I think September 25th, 1978. I was 15 years old, just a young punk kid. I think I've always kind of been a young punk, even when I'm an old punk. I'm still kind of a punk, I guess. But anyway, so I was a young kid, about 15 years old, and this plane crashed very close to the school I was in at the time, less than a mile away. And it was a 727. If you don't know what a 727 is, it's almost a 747. But it's a passenger airliner. It's a regular run-of-the-mill airliner, big, And on this particular flight, there was like 140 people or around 140 people that were on the plane. Unfortunately, no one survived at all, and I did not see it myself personally. My brother did see it fall out of the sky and crash, but I personally did not see it. I was actually inside a classroom when it happened, being I think I was in 9th or 10th grade, so they kept you in the classroom. But the plane crashed, and then not long after the plane crashed, then I started hearing the helicopters coming overhead, coming to investigate it and stuff, Consequently, the aftermath of it, we all were sent home. The priest basically was a teacher there at the school. And the teacher basically just said a prayer for everybody that was on board on the airliner. And then we, as a class, were all sent home. Because, what are you going to do? You can't continue on the day with the plane crashing so close. And so the gymnasium that we had, that we used for recreation, was actually used as a makeshift morgue for all the bodies. Not a good thing. Not a good memory either. Just the day itself was really strange. There was a lot of running around. There was a lot of chaos on the campus and stuff. And I did not go up to the crash site. We drove by the crash site, close to the crash site, but we didn't get right to the crash site. I have seen some footage of the crash, and the crash, basically, the level of depravity of mankind really showed its true face. after this crash, whereas people were actually going through and looting bodies, stealing wallets, stealing, jewelry, stealing watches off of hands and stuff. And the horrible thing about this crash was that I guess it was just so intense when it hit the ground that, bodies were like found in trees. One of the firefighters at the scene said it was almost like the skin on their arms, on their bodies, just kind of slipped off. It was like there was nothing really there to, it was just almost liquefied. I think that's what they said. It was like liquefied, body parts. But yeah, I was about a mile, not about 3/4 of a mile away from the crash when it happened. I think it was 143 people that died, and 7 on the ground. So for anybody who's experienced, who went through that, a lot of us from San Diego, because I'm originally from San Diego, which I really would like to go back home. I really I have as crazy as San Diego is and how crazy the world is, I do have a special place in my heart for San Diego just because I grew up surfing there. And I think eventually I'm probably going to be heading back out there. Because, yeah. But anyway, San Diego, 1978, September 25th, 1978, was basically a time that a lot of older guys, older people, men and women like myself, remember very well. It's not something that just goes away in your mind. When that happened, it was just a beautiful day and just turned into tragedy, So, all right, that's my story on Pacific Southwest Airlines 182 crash, September 25th, 1978, when I was 15 years old. All right, thanks for watching.